A power station with a big inverter and a small battery, or a power station with a big battery and a small inverter, which of them is best for you? The answer lies in your energy consumption rate and how you plan to use the power station. However, before we dive into the use cases, it is important that you understand the role of your inverter and your battery in your power station. The inverter is basically the component that converts DC current to AC current to be used by your appliances, which primarily require AC current. The inverter also determines the amount of load that can be served to your power station per time. If your power station has a 200 watt inverter, then it means that you are not allowed to plug appliances more than 200 watt per time. If you do so, your inverter may trip off, sending you warning signs. Your battery is basically a power storage system that stores power received from either a DC source or a AC source. So the bigger your battery, the more power it can store for later use. Now that we have understood the functions of the inverter and the battery, we can now circle back to discuss the power station that is best for us. Big inverter, small battery. This kind of power station allows you to run high-powered loads, but not for long, unless you have a solar source attached to the power station. This also goes to say that you will only be able to maximize the use of your power station only when the sun is at its peak, which in turn leaves you with less backup power to use when the sun is no longer available. Small inverter, big battery. This type of power station that doesn't allow users to run high-powered loads, but however offer a user with a humongous backup power system, which means they will be able to use their power station for a substantial period of time before recharging. Having discussed the two categories of power station, which of them do you think best suits you? If you're the kind of person that works with high power tools and at the same time have access to the required solar panels, then you should by all means go for the power station with a big inverter and small battery, as you'll be able to do your work during the day without having to spend as much as you would have spent when you go for a full-blown solar inverter system. However, if you do not need your power station for high power tools, probably you just need them for basic stuff like charging your laptop, your phone, low powered bulbs and a low power TV, then you should by all means go for the power station with a small inverter and a big battery, as you'll be cutting cost, because in the recent, power stations with bigger inverter cost more than power stations with smaller inverter. To give a clear understanding, the Echo Delta 3 features a 1800 watt inverter and a minuscule 1000 watt battery, and the whole system goes for about 770,000 naira. Meanwhile, for the same price, you'll be able to get the Kohler 3600, which features a 1200 watt inverter and a whooping 3600 watt battery, which is basically almost 4 times the battery size you will get on the Echo Delta 3. Having discussed all this, it is now left for you to understand your use case in order for you to make the right purchase. And if you love to see more content like this, please do what to like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.